welcome once again to, what do we call this? Mick Motherwell Self-Awareless with internet connection or not. We figured out, we do it right. It is here, it is queer, because that's how I identify today. Guys, welcome. And I don't even know where to start. Episode 98, by the way. Guess what? A couple of weeks from now, or a couple episodes from now, we're going to be doing something real fucking fun. Might be getting naked. We'll see. Let's fucking do it. Let's just eat some edibles or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I don't even know where to start. I think the headline is enough. This week, why does Joe Biden love black women so goddamn much? I don't know. I just fucking don't. Let's remove that screen. I definitely do, because that's the show, and that's comedy, and that's just my theory. I got tons of theories. If you've ever been a viewer, you'll understand that it's all irrational. Come argue with me, please. Comment, interact live. There's a link to come on the show. That being said, Joe Biden loves black women, right? Isn't that crazy? Isn't it fucking crazy? He wants to, like, he announced when he was running for president, he is going to make a black woman his vice presidential candidate. And now he is saying, because he gets to appoint a justice. So, by the way, from a friend of mine, say goodbye to your gender. Say goodbye to your gender. It's done. Joe Biden gets to appoint a justice. It's also going to be a black woman, as he said, or a woman of color. Cool. Let's say one thing before I go any further with the joke, because it's a podcast. I think it's fucked up. I think when you decide, listen, you can be coming from me, listen to me from a black-owned business or not. I think when you take, now let's just be honest, black women of color in business, women of color in politics, women of color in finance, it's a small percentage of people. I'm not saying that they're not great and work hard and all that. I get that shit out of your fucking head. What I am saying is, when you say that's who I'm going to hire, you're not taking away 50% of your candidates. You're taking away about 90 to 95% of your candidates. And I understand the reasoning of saying they deserve a place in this place, because they're 5% of the workforce in that business, in politics, you know? And so it's tough. I get that side of it. But let's be honest. If you're hiring somebody and you're just immediately wiping away, that's 50%. I'm going to hire a woman today. And you're taking 50% of your fucking candidates away before you're even looking at them? Come on. It's the wrong way to do business. It's never been. Come on. Don't care. You're black, you're white, you own a business, you don't own a business, you work. I fuck all that. You can't decide that you're going to do it. It's bullshit, and you should listen to everybody. All that, right? Let's get into it. Let's start right here. As we usually do, episode 98 of me getting to come on here and bullshit with you fucking dumbasses that listen. Cheers to you. Here it is. Biden was either a virgin or, no. Biden wasn't a virgin. Biden's that guy in high school, or one of those guys in high school. All you ladies know what I'm talking about. And most of you guys know who I'm talking about. And if not, you were him. Who had sex 100 times in high school. You know, he counted every time. He ended up going to college and he counted his beers per night. He's a high schooler. Fucking, he didn't know what he was doing. I mean, you're in high school. You don't know what you're doing. Biden was probably that guy, right? Young, handsome, rich, just nailing fucking, he's 18, senior in high school, just nailing juniors, just like, yeah, look at me. I think I'm cool. Biden went to college, essentially a virgin, thinking he knew what he knew, didn't know what he was doing. And he got his world rocked by a fucking black female. 100% guaranteed. He's been chasing that dragon for years. That's my theory. I'm sticking to it. Biden got laid by a sweet, hot black woman about, 50 years ago now? You want to really talk about shit? And he's been chasing ever since. Look, she fucking rocked him. And rocked him wildly and killed it and nailed it and just made him fucking quiver. And she ain't never called that motherfucker back. And he has been chasing it ever since. If he had text messaging back then, Biden would have been arrested under straight evidence of the fact that Biden was arrested. Instead, he is out there like in the fucking Kendra! Sitting on the fucking... You know what I mean? Ain't shit changed. Kendra's calling cops. They ain't coming. Bullshit. Hey, Kendra, I will eat Johnny cakes for the rest of my life if you just give me one more chance. I'm telling you right now, Biden has been riding that train and chasing that dragon his whole political career. Think about it. Black women are amazing. Black women are amazing. They're fun as fuck. Look, I'm not saying the perfect president would be a black woman. However, I am kind of behind the fact that the perfect vice president is. Well, we have a woman of color as vice president right now, and I'll be honest, I haven't heard shit out of her. She's actually, you know what? She actually reminds me of Biden back in the Obama days. Didn't say shit, and I just thought she was cool. I thought he was cool as fuck. Dude, that Biden character, he just sits there with his mouth shut. He lets Obama do all the fucking work, kills it, and he shuts the fuck up. Remember the Biden memes when Trump got elected? How funny they were? Because it was like, damn, Biden is cool. Biden is that kind of guy. Not anymore, he's not. But guess who's the new Biden? Cool. Kamala Harris, she's cool. I don't hear shit about her. I don't hear her, which I like. Which just doesn't bring me to my point. My point is, I think the fucking perfect person to run this country is a woman of color. However, it's not any woman of color. It's the woman of color that I feel like every young white person has interacted with at some point. Thankfully and gratefully, and that every black person has, if not in their family, maybe in their household. But the perfect person to run this country is the morning time cook at the local Applebee's. And/or /stroke Hardee's. We'll go with something like that. She's there at 5 a.m. every morning. She is listening to whatever gospel / Christian radio station that she can get on the shitty $2 boombox that's been sitting in that kitchen for 22 years. It's covered in grease. The antenna's got some fucking tinfoil on it. We don't remember exactly who and when we had to do the tinfoil. That's there. And she controls that radio because she's there at 5 a.m. And it's always some fucking like shit on there. And if it's not that, it's something like, and you got to tell yourself, then you got to ask yourself, then, oh, what am I doing here? Not believing in the soul and the beauty and the spirit of God. Either that or yeah is on that station all times. You're sitting there busting your ass. You're in the weeds at 11:30. Some fucking corporate party walks in, and there's a party at 28, and they all want fucking well done burgers, and you're all fucked. And on that radio, and over by the fucking prep pit because she's about to get off. She's getting off at 1. She's been there since 5. Is Miss whatever. Pick a name. Hattie? I don't know. Am I racist for picking a black name? Reba? I don't fucking know. Miss Tanya or Tammy or Janice is right there. And she happens to be black. And she's listening to some shitty radio station. And it's coming in like this. Right? Well, let me keep going. And please point out the racism. But this is what's happening. Let me keep going about Miss Janice. Don't we're going to call her. She has her first brand new car in her whole entire life. By the way, she's eligible to run for president, but she's also eligible to experience because she's about 60 to 70 years old. And she's working that prep at Applebee's right now. And she has outside a Hyundai Sonata that she just paid off. It's her first ever brand new car. First ever brand new car. Which means she hasn't called out sick in the lifespan of that alone. So the last 4 years, 5 years, let's say. Nah, I got a fucking car to pay for. It's a Hyundai Sonata or Kia Sorento. That's what it is. Like you all, everyone that's listening knows this lady. So shut the fuck up. Right? So that's her. We got that part down. She works at Applebee's in the morning shift. She's there at 5 a.m., 6 a.m. She's prepping. She's proud of her shit. She nails it. She's listening to shitty gospel Christian on the radio. She's got a very black name. And she also just got her first brand new car like 2 to 3 years ago. And she couldn't wait to tell some fucking 18-year-old to 24-year-old failure that's working at Applebee's. Couldn't wait to tell them about it. That's who we're talking about here, is that woman. All right? So, again, it is the dragon Biden's been chasing. 50 years ago, she was a piece, just like Biden, right? So at this point, Miss Hattie, I don't know what the fuck we're calling her. Let's just take her from the Applebee's kitchen, right? And then put her in the Oval Office. A few things she's going to do, a few things she's not going to do. One, I think it's going to be the best goddamn president the United States ever goddamn seen. Why? Let me tell you why. You want to use some stereotypes? Let's go for it. Fuck me, right? Someone fucks with her or makes her angry, she gonna snap. And she's going to intimidate the fuck out of them and everyone else in the room. 2 things are going to happen. They're going to shut the fuck up and they're going to say sorry, or they're going to clap back. Now, here's the thing about a matriarch of a black family, because that's who we're hiring here. That's who we're voting for. She doesn't have to send anyone in her household. She doesn't have to send anyone from her daughter or her son's house. She gets her cousin, and let's just say our cousin is someone like Sicily. They're going to fuck with him, and they're going to fuck with him hard when someone China gets out of line. The first thing we're going to do is clap. If China wants to clap back at Miss Hattie, then Hattie's going to get cousin fucking Egypt involved. Hey! Go handle that before I have to. And if you think I'm being fucking funny or being stupid, I'm being goddamn serious. She will not put her family in danger. She'll do everything she can to protect her family and make sure that she's the last one affected by the bullshit. She does it at work. She does it at Applebee's, everybody. She does it at Applebee's. Come on. She's the last person you go to with your fucking problems because you know it wasn't her. And if it was her, you got to bring evidence. So that's number 1. Number 2, look how, again, I just said it. Look how loving this motherfucker is. She is so in love with her family that it's going to be America first. Guys, this is complete improv. I think if I write half of this shit down and fuck with it, I might have something here. I'm just thinking about Biden just Kendra, I promise, Kendra! I will eat that watermelon! Oh my God, he just said watermelon. What a racist fucking piece of shit. What a racist fucking piece of shit. By the way, I wanted to say watermelon because I wanted to bring a fact to people that I had learned a few years ago. I think it's probably not fucking cool to yell, Kendra, I'll eat watermelon. And I totally get the stereotype, but that's definitely what Biden has been chasing that. Biden's been eating watermelon every day to prove a point that he's not going to win. He's never going to win. Biden's too submissive. That's his issue. He's showing Kendra that he's just willing to change. Kendra is the imaginary black woman that I've made up that rocked the fuck out of Biden's world when he was a teenager or somewhere in college, and never called him back, and which is the reason that I think Joe Biden is promoting women of color. Totally. Look, once you go black, you don't go back. I'm telling you right now, it was hard for me to do it. It's hard for me to not to go. How fucking racist am I? It was hard for me to go black. It was really hard for me to go black. It was not hard for me to go, but it was hard for me to come back, and that's a fucking true thing. That being said, oh, Jesus fuck. What I was saying about everything is that Miss Hattie should run the show. Joe Biden is a submissive, but he also got laid at one point by an amazing, beautiful black woman, and he's been chasing the dragon ever since. I don't know exactly where I was going with all of it, except for the fact. Yeah, I do think the perfect person to run this country would be I want people to know that when I'm talking about that brand new Hyundai she just paid off, it's not a that's what black people drive, or that's what old black. I'm talking about, like, that's my family. That's my mom and dad too. That, like, you've worked your ass off your whole life. You finally got some experience and some, I don't know what the fuck is going on. You know what? Yeah, we'll just oh my goodness. What I'm trying to say is, like, that's the kind of woman that I've met and I love and I respect, and we all respect. I remember being 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 28, 44, working in a shitty restaurant job and having someone like Miss Hattie, who I just described, just being there. I mean, just being so proud of paying off that first car. Like, that's the woman it took her that long. This shit sucked. Must have sucked for her. But don't you tell me she won't think shit through. And the people that need to get smacked quickly will get smacked quickly. And the people that need to learn a lesson quickly will learn a lesson quickly. And this lady would run it. And she'd always have a lesson. And if you think she's too Christian with that old gospel bullshit, then listen to any goddamn president for the last 200 years. Thoughts and prayers and all that bullshit come first. And she'd be great. Oh, shit. A tornado that killed 36 people in Iowa. Baby, that's God's plan, and everything's going to work out. Thoughts and prayers with the families. The thing is, what if that... Well, that's where I was going. Watermelon. I'm a complete racist for saying the watermelon thing. Biden's a complete fucking racist. That's where I just wanted to say that, because I do want to go into the business ownership. But watermelon, actually, here's where the stereotype started. You fucking piece of shit, white fucking pieces of shit. First of all, I love watermelon. Fucking love it. My daughter loves it. Doesn't know where it comes from. I actually don't know where it comes from. I think it just comes from anywhere in the South. Fucking love it. I think it's 80% water. And I think what happened back in the day, after the emancipation of slaves in America, a lot of slaves had, no, what the fuck does that mean? I'd still have a place to live and all that. And so overseers were like, oh, well, I'll tell you what, I'll give you 25 cents a month. And 24 cents, all that covers your rent, room, board, all that shit. So, blah, blah, blah. Watermelon was one of, if not the first product, or product's the word, but produce material. I don't fucking know. Good. Don't know. But it was the first thing. We'll just go with thing that actually freed African Americans could own and make money, actually make money off of. So it was the first thing that any black person was just getting for free as well. So if I had an ice cream shop and you as my friend or my brother walked into my ice cream shop and I'm like, hey man, fuck it, it's on the house, it's on me, here's free ice cream. Cool. Well, just imagine I'm laughing because it's uncomfortable. This is the first thing that any of you or you're known or you're remembering or your family ever got for free. When someone was like, hey man, here's a watermelon, take it. Oh, it's on me, man, I got 100 of them. Oh, this one's going to go bad in 2 days. Just have it for free. And they're just like, so that family's, it's like, you're goddamn right. It's part of culture. I think what happens in this country sometimes is it's like, look at the Germans. They eat sausage and schnitzel, right? And we're all just like, fuck, man, German sausage, Polish sausage, it's amazing. Have you guys had it? Sausage is shit. I mean, sausage is like, let's dissect it, simplify it. Let's not talk about it because I like sausage, but not that great. Comes down to it, right? If watermelon was grown in fucking Germany and it was like, oh, dude, you guys gotta try this. Fucking shit's amazing. Do you know what I mean? It's like, because it was in this country, it was here. It's bullshit that we fucking look down on it. It's absolute bullshit. And I'm not saying we as a collective, obviously. I don't even think, and I just think here's the deal. I tried to be funny today, and I did want to talk about Biden just being in love with a black woman. And I'm trying to write stuff, and I got some funny stuff that I think I could do on stage, but not so much a podcast, luckily. But what I'm trying to do is I was trying to find stereotypes that I could try to make funny, and it was hard to find on Google, which was great. I was like, stereotypes of black women, stereotypes of black families, and I couldn't find any. And then I had to dig deep into my racist mind, and I'm like, what do black people do that I don't do? It's a fucking tough thing to figure out, right? But then again, stereotypes are stereotypes. Things are good, things are bad, things are bad, things are good. And I was just like, food that black people eat. The cool thing is, Google was like, food that white people eat, food that Jews eat. I was like, oh, that's great. Oh, there's black people. Click. And again, same food that I eat. That being said, I did just think about talking about, in general, cultural and food, or cultures and food, and how fucking fun Joe Biden must have been when he first got a goddamn conch fritter and or a Johnny cake. Has anyone out there, I'm not looking for live comments here, has anyone out there ever had sex with someone from a different race? Hear me out. Fine question. Yes or no, I guess. But a few follow-ups. Has anyone ever done it as a conquest or a checklist? Right? And or has anyone, I don't even know how to ask this one, has anyone, so here's how I'm trying to ask it, is I watched the show called 90 Day Fiancé, and this chick's on there, and it kills me to see it here, and this is a chubby, straight, rich, successful white guy, privileged as fuck, asking these questions. So I'm ignorant, but like, there's this chick on there. It's like, I love Asians. I need an Asian prince. I love anime. I love this. I love that. I want an Asian man, and she's found one. It's like, well, hold on, like, that's not it. I guess that's where I'm going with the Biden thing. It's like I could see Biden like doing anything and everything he can to fit in. Like, hey, I got us tickets to Richard Pryor. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just anything you can do. God, I'm so fucking racist. But has anyone ever done that? Like, just it's ever been a conquest for someone? If I'm being honest, it totally was for me, and I think that was young and dumb and immature of me. But I 100%, as a kid, I'll say as a kid, as a young man who'd had sex with several white at the time, I made it a sexual conquest, and that's fucked up looking back at it, because after one, I mean, again, couldn't count how many other races, but that was the weirdest, shittiest thing I think I've ever done as a thing. It's like, I want to fuck how shitty is it say things like that? I want to fuck a chick with a 38C tits. That sounds shallow as fuck. I'm telling you right now, I'm a kid, dumb kid going, oh, I totally want to fuck a black chick at least once. I remember saying that shit. I think it's ridiculous. I think I'd slap the fuck out of myself for saying it, because once I really started getting going on fucking, like, I didn't care. Like, could a dude with a pussy, which I've kind of done. So it doesn't matter to me. Hindsight. But what I'm asking is, anyone ever been in that situation? Because I think we all have, if we're honest with ourselves. I just feel like, obviously it's a fucking ridiculous conquest and shit to do. But I also feel like there are, so that's where I'm at. I'm saying that it's ridiculously racist and bullshit and stereotypical and not cool for someone to be like put that on their list, right? But it also happens. I mean, I remember Wedding Crashers. That's my first Asian. Like, yeah, it happens. Guys sit around and talk about shit like that. I've had sex with a chick from Japan. Amazing. Not amazing sex. Just really cool to brag about. So I get that. What I don't get is the people that are like, nah, I'd never fuck a white guy. I'd never fuck a black dude. What? Two things. One, your heart desires what your heart desires, and splooge. Second thing is, it's fucking sex. Splooge. Now, who the what? Like, what's your turnoff? Like, where's the turnoff? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, does anyone get what I'm asking? Where is the turnoff when it comes to skin color? It's, you know what I mean? I went on a rant. I didn't know where to go. I think I was trying to protect myself from the whole Kendra thing. But who fucking cares? Obama, thank God, hired Biden, who was cool when he was Obama's dude. Now he's kind of a dork and a dick. And I do think it's completely wrong that he, eliminates candidates by saying he wants to hire a woman of color always, or appoint. And that's bullshit. I think women of color should agree with that. They really should and could. But I also think it's because Biden had sex with a black woman. And as someone that's had sex with many of black women, I will let you know that he rocked this fucking world and they didn't call him back. And he's been chasing that dragon forever. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a drug addiction. Are black women drugs? Yes, they fucking are. Have you ever done drugs? They bring you a euphoric fucking experience. And could you imagine? It's definitely Biden. That definitely happened to Biden. It 100% happened to Biden. Like, she was calling him daddy and shit. He's just like, what? Like, she got into it. Like, she got super. And I mean, when I'm talking, look, Google black porn star versus white. Like, just Google it. Okay? Take my goddamn word. She's like, oh, daddy. And he's like, oh, what? This motherfucker had no clue what he was doing. He walked in it was heroin. Motherfucker had no clue what he was doing. And he got himself a black chick. And it fucking killed him. Worst thing that ever happened to him, or best thing that ever happened to him? You decide, voters. You fucking decide. Motherfucker, man. By the way, I'll fucking finish. I got plenty to talk about. I don't care. But DoorDash. I went on a rant last week about fucking DoorDash. I'll tell you about fucking DoorDash. Look at this fucking here. What the fuck's going on here? DoorDash, right? I think it was put here by the government. If you think COVID was put here by the government, when I promise you right now, so was DoorDash. You want your $15 an hour, right? Now, I'll be quick about it. You want your $15 an hour, here's what you do. You make everyone stay at home, and you fuck it all. And then you make these housewives and these pieces of shits become self-employed workers, right? So the motherfuckers that couldn't make it at Wendy's, they're going to try, and they're going to fucking be shitty, and they're not going to make it, right? The self-employed moms that are really trying. They're really trying. They're also ranting and raving on Facebook and shit about how shitty their tip is and all that all the time. So what's going to happen is we've weeded out the shits. They've quit Wendy's. They can't make it at DoorDash. We've weeded them out. We got the single moms. We got the pretty decent people that are like, I'm going to work DoorDash. And they hate it. And they love it, but they hate it. Well, fuck DoorDash. Hey, I can guarantee you $400 and $800. What's 15? Oh, hold on. 15 times 40. Hold on. Let's do the math here. 15 times 40. Damn, that's 600 times 4.3. So, yeah, I can guarantee you almost $2,600 a month. Guaranteed. So guess what happens? Those DoorDashers that are decent people and they complain about the wage and they fucking hate it, they're going to be the ones that are going to walk into Wendy's and the McDonald's and all that shit for $2,600 a month. That's $15 an hour, baby. So guess what? We all end up benefiting. They get $15 an hour, better than they're getting at DoorDash. We get good service. DoorDash, still there. Pieces of shit, they're there. I mean, it's there. Everyone's going to work. The minimum livable wage is coming, and it's because COVID came and started fucking pieces of shit thinking they were self-employed. I'm telling you, I had it all planned out. I had all this planned out, but I lost it. What I am saying is DoorDash is shit. People that work for DoorDash are shit. But what's happened is because they're so shit, they're going to go fucking say, fuck DoorDash. And then they're going to go work at Wendy's because Wendy's can guarantee them fucking $25 to $3,000 a month at $15 an hour. And then we're going to get the best of the best because these are the ones that weren't making enough money at DoorDash but thought they were good enough to do it. They're going to walk in and we're going to have 18 fucking manager qualified motherfuckers walking around making more money than the fucking Walmart employees. And we are in for a good time. Guys, we figured it out. COVID is a plot. It's a plan to bring about the minimum livable wage. And you're welcome. You're fucking welcome that we've done it. All you anti-vaxxers, we could have been there by now. We could have tipped them like shit 6 months ago. We just started doing it. Fuck! Anyway, we've won. We have won that war. Guys, we have won the war. They have to quit DoorDash. They're not making enough money. They've got to quit. Guess where they're going to go? But again, guess who is in? Yeah, the job pool. They're the good people. They're the good ones. Fuck sake. I broke my tailbone a couple months ago. And I've been working out 6 days a week. And I was doing really well. And I broke my tailbone. That's a serious fucking note. I couldn't work out for weeks. And I am fat as fuck. Seriously, boys and girls, work out and don't break your fucking tailbone. So fucking hard. Seriously, if you are listening and watching, like, note it. February 1st, March 1st. Take note of March 1st. You'll see a huge difference. Because I start working out again. Seriously, tailbone will fuck you. It's like a toothache. Can't stop thinking about it. Doctor said 6 weeks to 6 months. Shouldn't work out. I tried. Couldn't do it. Joe Biden. You know what I can't say? I don't care what I can't say. I think that's what's fucked up about white people. I think that's what's fucked up about black people, I guess. But I definitely think it's fucked up about white. You care about what you can't say. Well, how can they say the N-word? And I can't. They throw that at. What? Why are you worried about saying it? Why the fuck would you be worried about, why can they say it and I can't? You can say what the fuck you want. Just don't say that one. What the fuck's the issue? You know, if I had white entertainment television, there'd be an uprising. Yeah. Because what the fuck would that be? I mean, I know what it would be, but it would piss all the fucking white people. It wouldn't piss me off. It'd be like, oh, fuck. I hope every other fucking genre or color of people don't think I'm one of... What, are you going to fucking play reruns of Home Improvement and Arthur in the morning? Fuck. If I had white entertainment television, that's the stupidest thing I've ever fucking heard in my life. What the fuck would white... By the way, happy Black History Month. This is the start of it. But if I had white history... What would happen if I had white history month? I don't know, man. What would happen? Would we talk about George Washington and Abraham Lincoln and Bill Gates and just white fucking people? Like, we're not going to cram it all in a month. I understand some people who are like, ooh, no. Hold on. Before I say I understand it, I get where they're trying to come from. Well, we shouldn't have one because we should do... Yeah, we should just do it all year anyway. You want to fucking... Hey, look. Fucking 350 years of slavery. I think we should give a fucking Black History Month. Also, especially since I just told you about the watermelon thing, it's only been like 150 years that they've been able to have an influence in this country. And I say they... because I'm a racist white piece of shit. But I say they, meaning black African-American people, have only really been able to have... Now I need you to think about that. What we've taken from slavery. The gospel music, the bluegrass music, the like just so many good things we've taken out of the history and you know, slaves, right? I get all that. I get the influence. But that's because someone was smart enough to write that shit down and take note of it. 150 years or so, they've only been able to evidence. You really want to get into it? 1967. Let's go with 1962. 60 years ago, right? To the day. No influence. Well, if we had White History Month, or water, what the fuck are you learn? Shut the fuck up and learn. Crazy shit that black folk have brought to this country in the last 100 fucking years. Really, 150 years. Let's just talk about 100 years ago. Everyone knows about the Roaring 20s. Everyone knows about the Harlem Renaissance. That's what's happening 100 years ago right now. Thank fuck. Before you get into it, this is not a black people fucking thing. It's just I fucking hate this town sometimes. I hate this region sometimes. I hate how I can say things like, oh, Joe Biden definitely fucked a black chick when he was younger and he's been chasing the dragon. And the only people that get really hurt by it, because it is comedy at the end of there, it's attempted, is the white women that don't want me to offend anyone else. And those are the worst people in the fucking world. Those are the chicks that like force their kid to be autistic. No. I need you to have a problem. I need you to have mental health issues because I've got nothing else to live for. That's them. Those are the ones that become DoorDashers. I'm self-employed. It's fucking great. Guys, I don't know where to go with this or what to do with it. Let me see if I got any notes. What I try to do is work on my stand-up here, and I don't fucking know. Let's see what the notes were. What were the notes for the show? Oh, I'll give you this before I go. My honest review of New York City. New York fucking City. Yeah, I think the people are right. I think that is and maybe the greatest fucking city in the world. And I could go for hours and hours and hours. And what I'd like to do is maybe have someone come on and go with me about the comparisons, because I'll start simple. You know, an NYPD car. They're on every street. Budgets are budgets. Someone's there. If I need assistance, I can find it. Here you can't. They're stealthy. Like, their new car here is like a fucking Dodge Viper black and like midnight, and it just fucking camouflage in so it can pull you over. Nah, you need assistance in New York, you can get it. Weed's legal, which is fucking crazy. Just walk around smoking weed. Saw tons of people doing that. I think you have to be a New Yorker to get it. I'm not sure. I didn't look into it, but that's there. Traffic's crazy. You can get right up on someone's ass. You get right up on a cop's ass. Where I actually mentioned him. I was like, you understand if that was here, that cop would be stopping his car and getting out. It's just, look, New York gets a bad rap. And New Yorkers get a real bad rap. That's the fucking friendliest motherfucking people and the coolest motherfucking people, the most laid back motherfucking people, the coolest fucking place I think I've ever been in my life. And I've been around the block. I've been to Glasgow, which may be the roughest, toughest, coolest city I've ever been in. But I've been in New York now, and I cannot tell you how fucking amazing it is. Anyway, check New York out. I got plenty to go. I want to go plenty. We're going to figure some more out. I got some shit coming. We're doing some Mick Meets. We're doing some Mick Meets. That's going to be fun. That's coming soon. And we're also I had to get the New York trip out of the way, to be fair. We're also doing some, I don't know what to call it, but I'm going to be going out to some people's work and fucking with them. That's going to be fun. Backpipes to Banjos is coming back. I got a couple of people that are ready to roll and ready to do this, and I can't wait to see it. Guys, check out the, let's see if we can do it. The LCD sound system cover to leave it. I love you guys. Thanks for coming always. Thanks for listening. Thanks for commenting. I think people don't understand that even though sometimes it's not great, it's not boring, and it's not amazing, we do have an all right time here at the Mick Motherwell Comedy Show. Ooh, Awareless is a cool one. The point of this show is to get opinions and try to take them irrationally and really try to provoke thought. That's what I do, hopefully. So I'll leave you with this. The perfect person to run the country is an old black lady that works in the kitchen at an Applebee's or something like that. Joe Biden is chasing the dragon of black pussy. And DoorDash is a government plant. Oh, and New York City is the fucking greatest city in the world. I got a few more. By the way, next week, Adam Sandler. We're going to rip him to shreds. Guys, have a good one. Leave on this. Take